So the second path for building in public is what I call learner in public, and this is basically the approach that I've taken to build my business, build my personal brand, and I think it's so accessible for literally anyone to do. So instead of like positioning yourself as the expert, which again, I feel like a lot of people feel like they can't create content until they've like achieved something super impressive. Instead of waiting for that, you actually can just show up and say, here's the thing I'm trying to learn. Here's this new thing that I'm trying to do. And just share your process, what you're learning. And what is so cool about this really attracts people that are looking to learn the same thing. Like this is so great for community building, but also just also gives a window into how you think. And one of the things I have really learned from the people that build in public so well, and I use Millie Tamati as one example here, is that it makes it so easy to root for you. You know, she is constantly posting about little experiments that she's doing in her business. So in this example, she's sharing, her experience launching a podcast and what she, heard the download she's getting and growth rates and all of that stuff. And she is constantly sharing other experiments with her business, from sponsorships to growing a community to posting online. And every update I like look forward to it because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Like I am cheering on her building this business. And so, to apply this for any of your businesses, this could be, I'm trying to get my first 100 newsletter subscribers, or even I'm launching this newsletter, or, I'm trying to build a brand around, career coaching. And so it's like, okay, maybe you don't have a ton of advice about a as a ton of advice around being a career coach, but you could start sharing your lessons, what you've learned in your career, and like just start to build up that credibility. And so, in my experience, this is what I've done in terms of, even, I'm sharing my lessons of trying to post on TikTok, sharing my lessons on building a brand on LinkedIn, even building my newsletter to my first 3,000 subscribers. Like none of my content is really coming from this like overarching, I'm an expert, you need to do this kind of model. It's more of just like, here's what I'm learning, take what you like, leave the rest. But yeah, I just feel like this is super relatable way to go about content. And if you're needing a place to start, I recommend doing this.